If you suffer from depression or anxiety, you've probably heard that you need to take medication for the rest of your life. But what if I told you there were natural alternatives that could transform your health in just 1 month? Today, you're going to discover an amazing method that can help balance your emotions, reduce your dependence on medication, and improve your quality of life in ways you never imagined. But first, like this video, because what you're going to learn here could change your life forever. Number 1. Daily exercise. Physical exercise is one of the most powerful natural antidepressants there is, and best of all, it doesn't have negative side effects like many drugs. When you move, your brain releases a flood of chemicals that transform your mood almost instantly. Endorphins, serotonin, dopamine, all start to be produced in greater quantities, helping to reduce anxiety, relieve depressive symptoms, and even improve self-esteem. The key is consistency. If you commit to doing at least 30 minutes of exercise a day, you'll see drastic changes in your well-being in just 1 month. But beware, you don't have to become an athlete overnight. Walking outdoors, cycling, dancing, weight training, swimming, anything that gets your body moving will make a difference. If you're sedentary, start slowly. 5 minutes on the first day, 10 on the second, 15 on the third. And before you know it, you'll be feeling much better. Studies show that aerobic exercise, such as running, brisk walking and cycling, is extremely effective in reducing stress and improving mood. But if you don't like this type of activity, no problem. Strength training, such as weight training or calisthenics, also has enormous benefits for the mind, as it boosts self-confidence and reduces levels of cortisol, the stress hormone. Another important point, exposure to the sun during sports practice further enhances the positive effects, as sunlight increases the production of vitamin D, which is essential for emotional balance. And don't underestimate the power of small habits. Taking the stairs instead of the elevator, swapping the car for a bicycle, or simply stretching. When you wake up, are all ways to activate your body and mind. If you feel lazy, remember, the hardest part is getting started, because once the endorphins kick in, you'll feel so good that you'll want to keep going. After a month of daily exercise, you'll have more energy, less anxiety, and a much more stable mood. Not to mention that your sleep will improve, your mood will increase, and so will your confidence. Want to know the secret? Don't overthink it. Just get up and start moving. Number 2, exposure to the sun. Sunlight is one of the most underrated antidepressants in existence. Many people spend all day inside offices, homes, or staring at screens without realizing that this lack of sun exposure is directly linked to tiredness, anxiety, and even depression. Sunlight is essential for the production of vitamin D, a hormone that regulates mood, strengthens the immune system, and improves sleep quality. Without it, you feel more tired, irritable, and less ready to face the day. In addition, natural light helps regulate the circadian rhythm, which means that your body understands better when it's time to be alert and when it's time to relax. If you suffer from insomnia or find it difficult to wake up motivated, sunbathing for at least 15 to 30 minutes first thing in the morning can transform your routine. Studies show that sun exposure increases the production of serotonin, the neurotransmitter responsible for feelings of happiness and well-being. In other words, sunbathing can be as effective as a mild antidepressant without the side effects. What's more, people who spend more time outdoors tend to have less stress, a greater ability to concentrate, and even a stronger immune system. But beware, there's no point in trying to compensate by spending all day in the sun once a week. The ideal is daily, consistent exposure, preferably at the safest times before 10 a.m. or after 4 p.m. If it's impossible to go outdoors, try opening the windows, working near a natural light source, or even investing in solar spectrum lamps, which mimic daylight. The important thing to remember is that your body was designed to live in sunlight, and sunlight deprivation has serious consequences for your mental and physical health. After a month of regular exposure to the sun, you'll feel a big difference in your energy levels, your mental clarity, and even your mood. And the best part? It's free, requires no effort, and only brings benefits. So how about starting now? Go for a walk, sit outside for a few minutes, and enjoy the healing power of sunlight. Number 3. Antidepressant diet. The food you put on your plate has a direct impact on your mind, and not many people realize that depression and anxiety can be fed, literally, by a bad diet. If you consume a lot of ultra-processed foods, refined sugar, and trans fats, you are adding fuel to the fire of brain inflammation, one of the main triggers for mood disorders. On the other hand, foods rich in essential nutrients can act as real natural antidepressants, improving your well-being and balancing your neurotransmitters. One of the most important is omega-3, found in fish such as salmon, sardines, and tuna, as well as seeds such as linseed and chia. This fatty acid is essential for communication between brain cells and reduces inflammatory processes that can lead to depression. Another crucial nutrient is magnesium, found in spinach, avocado, bananas, and nuts, which helps to relax the nervous system and reduce stress. Tryptophan, an essential amino acid found in eggs, cheese, turkey, and dark chocolate, is the precursor to serotonin, the famous neurotransmitter of happiness. If your diet is low in these components, your mood can plummet without you even realizing it. It's also worth reducing or eliminating your consumption of caffeine and alcohol, both of which can worsen anxiety and impair sleep quality. Instead, invest in calming teas such as chamomile and lemon balm, which helps stabilize your mood. Another important point is to keep your gut microbiota healthy, as the gut is responsible for producing around 90% of the body's serotonin. To do this, include in your diet fermented foods such as natural yogurt, kefir, and sauerkraut, as well as fiber found in fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. After a month of adopting a diet focused on mental health, you'll feel profound changes, more energy, less irritability, greater mental clarity, and a much more stable mood. Don't underestimate the power of what you eat. Your brain needs the right nutrients to function well, and changing your diet could be the first step towards transforming your life. Number 4. Quality sleep. Sleep is the brain's natural reset, and if you don't sleep well, your mind will collapse. Sleep deprivation and mental health go hand in hand, and few things are as damaging to mood as bad nights. If you suffer from anxiety or depression, one of the first steps to improving your emotional state is to regulate your sleep. During the night, your brain carries out fundamental processes, such as the production of serotonin and dopamine, neurotransmitters responsible for well-being. In addition, the body reduces levels of cortisol, the stress hormone, helping you to wake up calmer and more balanced. But beware, it's not just about sleeping X number of hours, it's about quality sleep. This means getting deep, restorative sleep without interruptions. And how do you guarantee this? The first step is to create a nightly ritual that signals to your body that it's time to switch off. Avoid screens at least an hour before bedtime, as the blue light from cell phones and computers blocks the production of melatonin, the sleep hormone. Another powerful trick is to keep a fixed bedtime and wake-up time, even at weekends. This helps regulate the circadian rhythm so that your body automatically goes into rest mode at the right time. Taking care of your diet also makes a difference. Avoid caffeine after 2 p.m. and heavy meals in the evening, as both can make it difficult to sleep deeply. If you suffer from insomnia or wake up several times in the early hours of the morning, try consuming relaxing teas such as chamomile or valerian, which help induce a state of calm. And don't underestimate the importance of a suitable environment. A dark, quiet room with a pleasant temperature can drastically improve the quality of your sleep. After a month of following these practices, you'll feel a complete transformation. Less stress, more energy, and a much more stable mood. Sleeping well isn't a luxury, it's a basic necessity for your mental health. So if you're struggling with anxiety and depression, start with the basics. Adjust your sleep and see how everything changes. Number 5, breathing and meditation. The way you breathe can determine your mental state. If you're anxious, depressed, or stressed, your breathing is probably short and shallow, which sends a constant warning signal to your brain. On the other hand, when you breathe slowly and deeply, you activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for relaxation and a sense of well-being. Meditation and breathing exercises are powerful tools for balancing your emotions and drastically reducing the symptoms of anxiety and depression. It only takes a few minutes a day to feel the difference. Techniques such as diaphragmatic breathing, where you inhale deeply through your nose, feel your abdomen inflate, and exhale slowly through your mouth, can instantly reduce levels of cortisol, the stress hormone. 4-7-8 breathing, where you inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7, and exhale for 8, is one of the most effective ways to calm the mind before going to sleep or in moments of crisis. And when we combine breathing with meditation, the effects are even more profound. Meditation is not about emptying the mind, but learning to observe it without identifying with negative thoughts. Studies show that just 10 minutes of daily meditation can increase serotonin production and strengthen the areas of the brain linked to emotional control. If you've never tried it, start with something simple. Sit in a quiet place, close your eyes, and concentrate on your breathing. Whenever your mind wanders, just bring the focus back. Another powerful practice is guided meditation, where a voice guides your relaxation, helping to release tension and calm racing thoughts. And for those who struggle with traditional practice, activities such as mindfulness, where you pay full attention to the present moment, whether you are eating, walking, or taking a shower, also help to reduce anxiety. After a month of practicing breathing and meditation techniques on a daily basis, you'll notice that your mind will be calmer, your patience will increase, and the symptoms of anxiety and depression will lose their strength. Your brain needs breaks, and breathing and meditation are the quickest shortcuts to emotional balance. Number 6, avoid stimulants. If you're struggling with anxiety or depression, the last thing your body needs is more stimulation. The problem is that many people turn to stimulants without realizing that they are making their condition worse. Caffeine, nicotine, refined sugar, and even certain medications can keep your nervous system in a constant state of alert, making it difficult to relax and sabotaging your mental well-being. Coffee, for example, is one of the biggest villains for anxiety sufferers. Although it seems harmless, caffeine stimulates the release of adrenaline and cortisol, leaving your body in a state of prolonged stress. If you feel palpitations, restlessness, or racing thoughts, perhaps too much coffee is to blame. The same goes for energy drinks, soft drinks, and even some teas rich in caffeine, such as black and green tea. Nicotine, present in cigarettes and vapes, also creates a vicious cycle. It causes momentary stress relief, but soon after, anxiety levels rise, making you want to smoke more. And let's not forget refined sugar, which completely messes up blood glucose levels. After consuming sweets, there is a spike in energy followed by a sharp drop, which can lead to sudden mood swings, irritability, and even bouts of anxiety. If you want to regain your mental balance, try cutting out these stimulants for a month and observe how your body reacts. At first, it may be difficult. Headaches, tiredness, and irritability are common in the first few days. But after a week or two, you'll feel incredible emotional stability. Your sleep will improve, your mind will be calmer, and you'll have natural energy throughout the day without needing artificial doses of stimulation. If you need a substitute, prefer drinks such as chamomile, passion fruit, or valerian tea, which help to calm you down. For those who miss coffee, rooibos tea or barley coffee are good caffeine-free alternatives. Avoiding stimulants is a fundamental step towards restoring your inner peace. And the positive impact on your mental health may be greater than you think. Transforming your mental health doesn't have to be a complicated or drug-dependent process. With simple but powerful changes to your lifestyle, you can start to see significant results in your emotional and psychological well-being. Daily exercise, sun exposure, a nutrient-rich diet, quality sleep, breathing techniques, and meditation, as well as avoiding stimulants, are practices that complement each other and, when implemented consistently, can profoundly alter your mental state. Don't underestimate the power of these adjustments. They can be more effective than many conventional treatments as they act directly on the balance of your body and mind without side effects. By adopting these habits, you're not just treating the symptoms of anxiety or depression, but pursuing a more balanced and healthy lifestyle in the long term. Remember, mental recovery is not a race, it's a journey. Give your body and mind time to adapt. With patience, discipline, and small daily adjustments, you'll start to notice a positive change in your mood, your energy levels, and your ability to deal with life's challenges. So, if you're ready to transform your mental health, start now. Take these simple steps and watch how your body and mind react positively. Just for the determined people who stayed until the end of this video, leave a comment here. I stayed until the end. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember to always take care of your health and see you in the next video.